Okay, so Charlie is like 19 days old, I think, so about like 2.5 weeks. And the past few days have actually been so rough. He seems to have been having like a growth spurt or something because he's been feeding non-stop. I stayed in pretty much all day, going back a couple of days ago, because he was just nursing for literally 6 hours. And I was like, what on earth is this? I am knackered. He literally drunk me dry. I know it's not really possible, but he literally drunk me dry. I was like feeling my boobs like this, and I was like, there's nothing there. And I was really upset, and I was crying, and it was just really, it was really sad because I felt like I couldn't feed him enough for him to keep up. For me to keep up with his demand. So I just kept nursing and nursing, and I got my breast pump out, and I just pumped after I fed him, and I literally got out like not even half an ounce between both sides, and I was literally about to give in and give him formula. But then, I put him in his car seat, and I was putting my phone in my handbag, and I was just about to leave, and then he started crying again, and I burped him. And I thought, I'm just going to feed him just one last time and just see if he settles, because he was literally not even going to sleep. And if he was, it was for about 10 minutes, which isn't really like him. And I thought, what on earth is going on? This is awful, because normally I'd feed him fully on one side. He'd normally take about 20 minutes, then I'd burp him, and then he'd take another 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'd burp him again and put him down for a nap. But I'd put him down and he'd be fussing, and then he'd like unswaddle himself, and then I'd like re-swaddle him and try and burp him and try and feed him again. It was really awful. I just couldn't get over it. And so anyway, I was literally at my tether, and I thought, there's no milk left. Like I know I'm always producing milk, but it was just so tough. And so I was messaging loads of people, and they were all saying like, oh, it's just a growth spurt, don't worry about it, just keep feeding and feeding. And I did, and I was really close to literally going to the shop and getting formula because I just couldn't keep up. It was just awful. But anyway, so he eventually settled and slept, and then I went to bed because I was absolutely knackered, and we both slept for about 2.5 to 3 hours. So that was like amazing. But yeah, other than that, it's been going okay. I've been using this. It is coconut oil. It looks like this, 100% raw organic, pressed extra virgin coconut oil, and it smells amazing. It smells like it's just in a solid block like that, but when you rub your finger it becomes like an oil. And I got this, you can buy it at Holland & Barrett, it's about £11.99, but if you buy it in Tesco it's like £5.99, and it's exactly the same tub, exactly the same brand and everything. So I was like, oh my god, what a rip-off in Holland & Barrett. I'm really glad I didn't buy it there. But yeah, so other than that, the night, sorry, so let me just backtrack a bit. So I had that really awful day, but the night before I'd also had no sleep because he was awake every single hour nursing. So I'd had literally no sleep all night, and then I'd had no sleep during the day, and that's why I was like ready to give up. But yeah, I'm really glad I persevered because it has been so worth it. He's been nursing really well now. He's got a better latch. His lips sort of like flange out like that, which is a lot better because I found when I was so engorged, like he couldn't really latch very well. But I think we're getting better and better every single day. So fingers crossed that stays. And yeah, no more cracked nipples. They are sore and tender, but they're not like bleeding like they were, so that was okay. I can just hear him crying. Let me just go and get him. Here he is. He's a little bit cranky because I think he was hoping of falling asleep, but he had a little bit of gas, so he's just burping away as we came up the stairs. Oh, you see these little smiles that he's starting to do. I don't know if it's gas or what, but it's very cute. But yeah, I'm still absolutely besotted with him. Like I said in a couple of videos, the baby blues came about day 4, and then I literally cried like all day on and off. Just over really silly things really, but I'm going to do my birth story soon. I might do it today actually. I might upload this and then start filming the next one. Pickle! Are you still hungry? Oh no. His eyes are still blue. Harry's are like the darkest brown ever. But my eyes are blue, Matt's eyes are brown. But brown eyes are dominant and blue eyes are recessive, so I don't know, but that means you're hungry. Always this. And like rooting like that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! His little cry, I love it. It's so cute. He's really quick at latching on now, which is really good. Especially if he's really hungry, he'll latch on like literally straight away. Let me just latch him on and then I'll start recording. There we go. We have a happy baby. He was obviously not finished. This new thing he's been doing, it's so naughty. He latches on and he's, you know, drinking away, whatever. And then he'll like start pulling away with the nipple in his mouth. And it's just like pulling it off my body and it's so uncomfortable. I don't know why he does it. It's this new thing he's been doing. Maybe when he's getting frustrated, like if the milk's not coming down fast enough, like right at the end of the feed, I don't know. But, oh my goodness. What's up? What's up? Carry on. But yeah, I'm really loving nursing now. It's a lot less painful than what it was. Like when he was first born. Well, actually, funny enough, when he was first born, I'd like latch him on. The midwives all said that, you know, his latch was fine. Then when my milk came in, it was like trying to latch on a baby to a bowling ball. And there was literally like nothing. Well, obviously I had a nipple there, but it was like so difficult to try and get like anything else other than the nipple in his mouth. So, if you are breastfeeding or deciding you want to breastfeed or, you know, wanting to do that, please don't give up. If, you know, just obviously if it's not right for you, then that's fine. But if you really feel like you want to nurse your newborn baby and you're finding it really tough, please, 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 it does get better. And when I was getting told this, I was like, no, it doesn't, no, it doesn't. Like, how many days? Just tell me how many days I have to wait until it gets better, because I was so upset because it was so painful and it was just so... I'd like almost like not look forward to feeding him, like especially on my left side where it's the most sore. I'd not look forward to feeding him on that side, especially at night time when I feel like really alone when Matt's asleep next to me, and I'd be like, oh, I'm in so much pain, so much pain. But it really does get better. We are now, like I said, 19 days after giving birth, so he's doing pretty good. I think we're both doing pretty well. But yeah, it's been such a roller coaster. Like, I remember I had cracked bleeding nipples and then they healed and then it got sore again and I was like, oh no, like I'm just going back and forward, back. Like, it's like one step forward and two steps back. But yeah, other than that, let's think what else. Harry had his Christmas concert today. It was so cute. He was a star. And he had like a little star outfit on. And I sent him in with like a yellow t-shirt and white shorts and everything. He looked so cute. Oh no! Oh no! What's up? He's a bit naughty. He will latch himself on properly, and then unlatch, and then latch like this, and it's so like because it's like right at the tip of my nipple. But I just put my finger like in the corner of his mouth and like break the suction as quick as I can. But it is really tough. Like, no one, obviously, I thought it was going to be a lot easier. With Harry, my first, he had a brilliant latch. He had a nice wide mouth like this, and he would latch on perfect, and he would, you know, everything was fine. But I got told some wrong advice, like doing like 10 minutes on one side, 10 minutes on the other. So he was only getting the full milk, which is like the watery, like skimmed milk, and he wasn't like draining the entire boob, and he would just be so hungry all the time, and obviously he wasn't getting like the creamier milk, the Heinz milk from behind. So then he was losing weight, and then the health visitor said you're going to have to top him up with formula, and I was like, oh no. And then my milk just depleted, and then I ended up not being able to breastfeed. I didn't get gorged or anything, and my milk just literally dried up, so that was really sad. But yeah, with him, he has a tiny little mouth. His latch has been really rubbish, and it's been a learning curve. And I thought, I've got this in the bag, you know, because I did it before with Harry and it was fine. I had no cracked nipples, I had no bleeding, I had no nothing. And yet this time around, it's all just like going terribly wrong to begin with. So, and it is really tough because you've had no sleep, and he was waking up. Well, he still wakes up every 2 to 3 hours at night. And you know, 2 to 3 hours I wake him up during the day. So it's not bad, but it is tough when you've had like no sleep. But we woke up. I put him down at, I think 10:30 or 11. No, 10:30. Or was it 10? I really can't remember. 10, I think. And he woke up at 12:15, 2, 4, and then 6. I want to say 6, 6:30, something like that. So not too bad. But what I do is I eat my dinner, and then I'll feed him, and then as soon as he's done feeding, I'll put him down, and just as long as he's asleep, I will then go to bed myself. I won't then be like, oh, let's watch some telly and stuff, because I can just do that tomorrow. So I think that's probably quite a good tip to do, is like, last thing at night before you go to bed, just nurse them fully on one side, burp them, you know, make sure they're dry, put them in bed, and then go to bed yourself, because I know some people who don't go to bed when they put their newborn down, and it is tough, because then they are tired, and then their baby wakes up, and you've only had 20 minutes sleep. So yeah, it's really, really tough. So, but it's going all right. So thank you so much for all your comments and your lovely messages. And yeah, I will show you a tummy shot, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, ladies. Okay, so this is my tummy. 19 days post giving birth. I've still got my stretch marks, obviously, here and here. So yeah, thank you again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, ladies.